Hey everyone, and welcome! Today, we're going to break down a really powerful English expression, one that's all about staying calm when everything around you is pure chaos. Let's jump right in. Just think about it for a second. Have you ever had that moment? You know, your heart's pounding, your mind just goes totally blank, and that feeling of stress just completely takes over? Yeah, I think we've all been there. And this right here, this captures that feeling perfectly. It's describing a situation of total panic. Maybe a huge deadline just got moved up and everyone is absolutely freaking out. Well, it's in crazy situations just like this one where the expression we're learning today can be your superpower. So what is this magic phrase? First things first, let's break down exactly what it means.
The expression is to keep one's head. And really, at its core, it just means staying calm and thinking straight, even when things get really difficult or even dangerous. It's all about having composure when the pressure is on.
A fantastic way to really get a feel for this is to look at its complete opposite, losing your head. When you lose your head, you're acting irrationally, emotions take the wheel, and you make bad decisions. But when you keep your head, you stay composed, you can think clearly, and you actually start looking for solutions. It's really the difference between adding to the chaos and rising above it. Okay. So we get what it means, but when's the perfect time to actually use it? Let's paint a picture of the ideal scenario. I want you to imagine this. You're at work and a project deadline suddenly gets moved up by a week. Your coworkers are running around like crazy. The whole office is just buzzing with stress. That is the moment. When everything is chaotic and clear, rational thinking is the most valuable skill in the room. That's when someone who can keep their head becomes the hero. All right, theory is great and all, but let's see how this actually sounds in a real conversation. We'll just walk through a quick little role play. So first up, we've got Sarah. She's just heard the stressful news and, she's understandably starting to freak out a little. The pressure is definitely on. And then here comes Mike. Now he acknowledges the stress. He's not just brushing it off, but his immediate reaction is a call for calm. He uses our phrase, "we just need to keep our heads," to pivot away from the panic and toward problem solving. And boom, you can see the effect right there. Sarah immediately calms down. She realized that Mike's composure helped her do the same. And notice how cool this is? She uses both keep my head and its opposite, lost it, all in the same breath. It just wraps it up perfectly. All right, you've got the basics down, so now let's level up. We're going to dig into some of the deeper nuances of this phrase. This is how you're going to start sounding even more natural when you use it. Okay, so here's a little pro tip for you. This expression isn't just for giving advice in the middle of a crisis. You can actually use it in another really important way. So, and this is a big one. You can use this phrase to compliment someone. Saying something like, "Wow, she really kept her head during that crisis," that is some serious praise. It means more than just she didn't panic. It implies she has this deep mental strength and resilience. You'll hear this all the time in high-pressure worlds like business or sports. It's all about showing that inner calm when it matters the most. Okay, it's your turn. Time to put you in the hot seat for a second. Let's do a quick little quiz to make sure this all clicked. So here's the scenario. Your friend Sarah is dealing with an unexpected problem at work. Everyone else is panicking, but she stays calm, she's assessing the situation, and she's already trying to figure out a solution. So which of these three phrases best describes what Sarah is doing? Is it A, to lose one's temper, B, to keep one's head, or C, to fly off the handle? Go ahead and take a second. And the answer is, of course, it's B, to keep one's head. She didn't get angry, she didn't act without thinking, she stayed calm and focused on a solution. That is a textbook example of this expression. Nice work. So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. When was the last time you were in a really stressful situation, but you managed to stay calm and collected? Recognizing those moments in your own life is the real key to mastering not just the phrase, but the skill itself. Thanks for hanging out with me today.